Good morning, student. Welcome to maths classes. In previous class, we have discussed about the terms as what is curve, what is closed curve, open curve, simple and complex curve. We also discussed in the previous class what is a polygon and angle sum property of a quadrilateral. On the basis of previous classes, we will try to solve exercise 3.1. So, here is the first question of exercise 3.1. Given here are some figures. You can see here are 8 figures are given, and classify each of them on the basis of the following. A part on the basis of simple curve. So, students, you know that a simple curve is a curve which does not cross itself is a simple curve. Okay, you can see here in the bracket it is clearly mentioned that a curve which does not cross itself is a simple curve. So, first figure does not cross itself, second also cannot cross itself, third one cross itself, 4 cross itself, fifth cannot cross, 6 cannot cross, 7th it cannot cross, and 8 it also cross itself. What is cross of figures itself? Means if we discuss about how a figure or image crossed itself. So, if we have this type, so it cross itself, here it cross itself, is okay. If you have this type figure, then it is also crossed here, okay. But this type figure not crossed itself. If we discussed about circle, given the figure double circle means this and this. Student, in previous class we have discussed about simple curve, that if we draw any curve without lifting pencil from paper, we get simple curve. But here we cannot able to draw this figure without lifting pencil or pen from the paper. So, it is not simple, okay, clear it. So, here first, second, sixth, seventh, fifth are simple curve, means first, second, fifth, sixth and seventh. What about 8th figure? Here in 8th figure it is and it's join this. When we draw, then we retrace this point and this point. So, it is not a simple, because in the simple curve it is mentioned or it is a condition that we can retrace any part of the drawing, okay. So, it is clear to you, first, second, fifth, sixth and seventh are simple curve. Let us see second part, B part. Classify each of them on the basis of the following. Previous question, part B, simple closed curve. You know that a curve which does not cross itself and is closed is a simple closed curve, means first one it is simple, then it must be closed. So, you can see, you can see what is a simple figure in previous question or in previous part, and now simple closed curve means a curve which does not cross itself and is closed is a simple closed curve. First figure cannot closed, cannot cross itself, does not cross itself, and it is also closed. Second one is also a simple closed curve. Third one is not simple. Fourth one is not simple. Fifth one is simple and closed. Sixth one is also simple and closed. Seventh one is also simple and closed. Eighth one is not a simple figure. So first, second, fifth, sixth, and seventh are simple closed curve. Okay, simple curve, you know what is closed means. In a figure, if we don't identify the start and end point, we know that it is called closed. In first figure, here not a start point, not a end point, means if a figure bound an area, then it is known as closed. So first, second, fifth, sixth, and seventh are simple closed curve. Third part, classify each of the on the basis of the polygon. What is polygon? A simple closed curve made up of only line segment. Means in first part you see a simple curve, then closed curve, then in the third part simple closed curve made up of line segment. So which are the simple closed curve? First, second, fifth, sixth, and seventh are simple closed curve. Now in these figures, which are made up only by lines, the first one, second one are polygons, because in fifth part it is curvature, sixth also curvature, and seventh also curvature, because polygon made up only line segment. If we discuss about it, in this figure these are line segment, but here is curve, here is a curve part, not a line, so it is not a polygon. Okay, so first and second are polygon. Here the D part, convex polygon. What is a convex polygon? In a convex polygon, no part of their diagonals is in the exterior, means all the diagonals are lies inside the figure. So it is clear that second one is a convex polygon, because first and second are polygon, and second one is convex polygon, because in first, if we discuss about first, then this diagonal lies outside, outer. Okay, this is outside, so it is concave, it is concave. And if we discuss about the second one, then both diagonals lies inside, so it is a convex. Okay, so it is clear that second one is a convex polygon. Next one, concave polygon. First one is a concave polygon because the diagonal of first lies outside the exterior of the polygon. In a concave polygon, diagonals can be in the exterior. Okay, so it is clear that first one is a concave polygon. Second one, how many diagonals does each of the following have? Convex, quadrilateral. You know that quadrilateral means, quad means 4, lateral means side, 4 sides. And if we draw a quadrilateral, how many diagonals exist? 1 and 2. 2 diagonal. Okay. Here are 2 diagonal. 2 diagonal. You can also find the number of diagonal by formula, because in formula it is clear mentioned that number of diagonals equal to n square minus 3n upon 2. Here n equal to 4 n number of side, n equal to side. Okay, so n square means 4 square minus 3 into 4 by 2. 4 square means 16 minus 12 upon 2 means 4 by 2. Here that number of diagonals are 2. Okay, you can also apply formula, or also you can only draw the diagonals and count the number. So ABCD is a convex quadrilateral. As its diagonal in the interior, it has two diagonals, AC and BD. In second part, a regular hexagon. Student, you know that regular hexagon means all sides and all angles must be equal and having polygon having 6 sides, known as hexagon. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, it is a regular hexagon. And if we start from A, we draw A to E. Okay, what is a diagonal? It is clear to you that diagonal is a line joining two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Non-consecutive means non-connecting means alternate. You can also know say that you join alternate, okay, point, or you join two non-consecutive vertices. If we start from A, then join A to C, A to D, A to E. Okay, then you start. Why you not join A to F? Because A to F is a side. Okay, then start from B, B to F, B to E, B to D. Three sides, three diagonals are here. Then start with C. The C to A, it is already counted. So C to F and C to E. Then from D, D to F. And total diagonals you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Total diagonals are 9. You can also apply formula n square minus 3n by 2. Okay, you can apply this formula. How many sides in a hexagon? 6. Put 6 square minus 3 into 6 by 2. What is 6 square? 36 minus 18 by 2. 36 minus 18 gives 18 by 2, means total 9 diagonals. How many diagonals in a hexagon? 9 diagonals. Okay. Then next, how many diagonals does each of the following have? A triangle. How many sides in a triangle? 3 sides. Can you draw any diagonals? Because here are 3 vertices A, B, C, and these are connected to each other. So ABC is a triangle and it has 0 diagonal. Okay, because if you put n equal to 3 in the formula, you obtain 0 square minus 3 into 0 by 2. 0 square equal to 0 minus 0 by 2 means 0 by 2 equal to 0. How many diagonals? 0 diagonals. In a triangle there is no diagonals. Okay. Next one, question number 3rd. What is the sum of the measure of the angle of a convex quadrilateral? Okay. Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Make a non-convex quadrilateral and try it. Okay. First, we find out the sum of measure of angles in a convex quadrilateral, then try for non-convex quadrilateral. Okay. So here convex quadrilateral ABCD is a convex quadrilateral. You can see in image ABCD is a convex quadrilateral. Okay. Sum of angle ABCD equal to angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. So let divide quadrilateral ABCD into 2 triangles, triangle ABC and ADC. Here it is A, B, C and D. if we draw a diagonal A to C, we get first and second two triangle. How many triangle? Two triangle, that are ABC, this triangle ABC, this triangle, and second one ADC. And you know that the measure of angle of triangle, sum of measure of angle of triangle ABC is 180. Similarly, in second 180 and 180 360. So see here the solution. Let's divide quadrilateral ABCD into two triangle ABC and ADC. Now we know that sum of angle of a triangle is 180. For triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle B plus BCA equal to 180. For ADC, angle DAC plus angle D plus DCA equal to 180. Adding equation first and second, you get angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D 360. If we want to solve this, then in triangle one minute. In triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle B plus angle BCA equal to 180 degree. Okay. Similarly, in triangle, which triangle? You can see here the triangle is ADC. One minute. ADC, angle A means DAC plus DCA plus angle D equal to 180 degree. Let one equation and this is second equation, and if we join both equation, we get angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degree. Okay, 180 plus 180 360. You can see the example, the solution of the question here. Okay. Now let's try for non-convex quadrilateral. Non-convex quadrilateral ABCD is sum of angle ABCD A plus B plus C plus D. Let's divide quadrilateral ABCD into two triangles as previous. Join A to D. Here you can see two triangles ABD and ACD. Now we know that sum of angles of a triangle is 180. Here for triangle ABC, no, here it may be ADB, angle BAC plus angle B plus BCA, and ADC, angle DAC plus angle D plus angle DC equal to 180. Adding first and second, you get angle A plus B plus C plus D equal to 360. Means here it is also obtained two triangles by joining the diagonals, and sum of one triangle of angles equal to 180 and second one 180. So if we join, if we added both equation or both triangles angle, we get 360. Angle A plus B plus C plus D equal to 360. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. Fourth question, examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of the angles deduced from that. Here sum of figures, triangle, then quadrilateral, then pentagon, then hexagon. Okay, sides 3, 4, 5, 6. Angle sum, you know, angle sum of a triangle 180, and quadrilateral 4 minus 2 into 180. Okay, means here 4 minus 2 means 4 side, number of side 4 minus 2 into 180. Here the side are 5 minus 2 into 180. Here sides are 6 minus 2 into 180. Okay, so you can examine this, that we can get the sum of angle equal to sides, number of sides minus 2 into 180. What can you say about the angle sum of convex polygon with number of sides 7? Okay, students, sorry. From the above table, we concluded that the sum of angles of a polygon is side of n minus 2 into 180, means number of side minus 2 into 180. You can observe here 4 sides 4 minus 2 into 180, 5 side 5 minus 2 into 180, 6 sides 6 minus 2 into 180. So 7 minus 2 into 180 first part, 7 minus 2 into 180 means 5 into 180 equal to 900 degree. Number of sides 8 minus 2 into 180, 6 into 180, 1080 degree. Number of sides 10 minus 2 into 180 means 8 into 180, 1440 degree. And in the D part, number of sides n, so angle sum equal to n minus 2 into 180, means number of side minus 2 into 180, you get the angle sum of a polygon. Okay, let's see once again this table. N minus 2 into 180, 5 minus 2 into 180, 6 minus 1 into 1, 6 minus 2 into 180. Here 6, 5 and 4 in 3 triangle, 3 minus 2 into 180, 3 minus 2 1, 1 into 180 equal to 180. So n minus 2, the formula given by n minus 2, or we generalize this formula n minus 2 into 180. Okay, here n minus 2 into 180. Number of sides 7, so we get 7 minus 2 into 180, 900, and so similarly you can get BC and D part. Question 5th. What is the regular polygon? Write the name of the regular polygon of 3 sides. Students, we have discussed about regular and irregular polygon in previous class. What is a regular polygon? A regular polygon has all sides and all angles equal, means equiangular and equilateral. A regular polygon of 3 sides is equilateral triangle, means a polygon having 3 sides. What is the name of polygon having 3 sides? Triangle. And if all sides of a triangle are equal, then it is known as equilateral triangle, and all angles also are equal, 60, 60 and 60. In second part, 4 side. A polygon having 4 sides known as quadrilateral, and quadrilateral having 4 sides equal and all angles are equal, then it is known as a square. So the regular polygon having 4 sides is known as a square. What is the regular 6 sides? A regular polygon of 6 sides is regular hexagon. Okay, but here mention that regular word must be mentioned, regular hexagon, not only hexagon, regular hexagon. Regular means all sides and all angles will be equal. Find the angle sum x in the following figure. Here is one figure, and we find x by using angle sum property. Okay, if we draw a figure ABCD is a quadrilateral. This type is quadrilateral. Okay, A, B, C and D. Angle measurement 50, 130, 120. 50, 130, 120. here 130, here 120, and it is x. Students, you observe that ABCD is a quadrilateral, and angle sum property of quadrilateral means measure of angle of some interior angle of a quadrilateral is 360. Okay, so you can get this by, you can apply angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, okay, equal to 360. What is measurement of angle A? 50 plus 130 plus 120 plus x equal to 360. Okay, and you can get 50 and 130, 180, 180 and 120, 300, and x plus 300 equal to 360 degree. So x equal to 360 minus 300, and you get 60 degree. What is the value of x? Our angle V 60 degree. See the solution here. We know that sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Okay, angle A plus B plus C plus D equal to 360. Given that angle A equal to 50, angle C equal to 120, angle D equal to 130, and angle B equal to x, putting values 50 plus x plus 120 plus 130 equal to 360, and hence you can get x equal to 60 degree. Okay, B part. Here is a figure given, and find the value of x. Observe this figure, it is also a quadrilateral. 4 sides A, B, C and D, it is a quadrilateral, and it is given that angle BAO, exterior angle, is 90 degree. Okay, let angle B equal to x degree, angle C equal to 70 given, angle D equal to 60 given. Okay, so let's try to solve it. This is a figure. This is 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. This angle equal to x, this angle 70 and 60. This is 70. We write here the measurement 70, and this is 60, and let this angle is 1. Okay, and this is A, B, C, D, O. Angle ABO equal to 90, and you know that angle 1 plus angle ABO equal to 180. Why? Because OBC is a line and this is a linear pair. The angle 1 plus 90 equal to 180. So angle 1 equal to 180. Okay, you get angle 1 equal to 180. Here you can see that angle 1 equal to 90. Angle 1 equal to, sorry, angle 1 equal to 180 minus 90 equal to 90 degree. Okay, angle 1, and then apply angle sum property, means angle 1 plus angle x plus angle 70 plus angle 60 equal to 360. We here apply in a quadrilateral ABCD sum of all angles of a quadrilateral 360. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360, and we have angle A equal to 90 plus x plus 70 plus 60 equal to 360, and hence we get x equal to 140. Okay, here you can see Okay, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will be 360. Why? Because angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Angle A 90 degree, angle E equal to 90 plus angle B equal to x plus angle C equal to 70 plus angle D equal to 60 degree, and you get 360 equal to 90 plus 70 160, 160 60 220, x plus 220 degree equal to 360, and hence x equal to 360 degree minus 220 degree, and you get 140 degree. So x equal to 140 degree. Okay, here x equal to 140 degree means first you have to find out angle A by linear pair and then apply angle sum property of a quadrilateral, and you get x equal to 140. Next one, and this question of pentagon is given, means 5 sides A, B, C, D, E, 5 sides are 5 vertices. It is a pentagon. Angle A equal to 30, and here angle B and angle E are equal. So we let angle B and angle 2 equal to angle E equal to x. BCX, angle BCX given that 70 degree and EDY equal to 60 degree. Okay, let's try to solve it. This is the figure. A, B, C, D and E. Okay, this angle B and this angle E, these are x. Angle B equal to angle E equal to x. Okay, here this angle is given that 70 degree, you can see in image, and this angle is given that 60 degree. This is given as 60 degree. This is x and y. This is x and this is y. Okay, first we obtain this angle and by applying this plus this, and this is linear pair. Second, we obtain angle D, 60 plus this equal to 180, and you get that, let be 1 and 2, mention here 1 and 2, angle 1 plus 70 equal to 180, linear pair. So angle 1 equal to 110 degree. Okay, similarly you can get angle 2 plus 60, this one 2 plus 60 equal to 180. So angle 2 equal to 180 minus 60 equal to 120. Okay, this is angle 2, and we have angle 1 and 2, means here angle 1 equal to 110, you can see x cy is a line. Angle BCX plus 1 equal to 180, linear pair. 70 plus 1 180, angle 1 equal to 110. Similarly XDY, XDY is a line, and EDY plus angle 2 equal to 180, 60 plus angle 2 equal to 180, so angle 2 equal to 120. Then in polygon ABCD, number of sides equal to 5, sum of angles equal to n minus 2 into 180, apply this. So 5 minus 2 into 180. So here we get 3 into 180 equal to 540, means angle sum of pentagon equal to 540. Thus angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E equal to 540. Okay, why 540? Because number of sides n, and we can obtain this by n minus 2 into 180, n 5 minus 2 into 180. 5 minus 2 equal to 3, 3 into 180 equal gets 540 degree. Okay, then angle A, what is value of angle A? Here angle A equal to 30 degree, given that, see in first, given that 30 plus what is value of angle B? Angle B x and angle E also x. The x plus what is value of angle C? You can get angle C equal to 110. 110 plus 120 plus x equal to 540. Okay, 30 plus 110 plus 120, 110 and 120 equal to 230, 260, 2x plus 260 equal to 540. Okay, you can get x, 2x equal to 540 minus 260 equal to 0, 4 minus 14 minus 6, 8, here 4, 4 minus 2, 280, x equal to 280 by 2, you get 140 degree. Okay, value of x equal to 140 degree, and you also see the solution of the question. Okay, angle A plus B plus C plus D equal to 540, put the value of angle A, B, C, D, E, and you get x equal to 140. Next one, find the angle measure x in the following figure. You can see here it is a pentagon A, B, C, D, E, and what is the sum of pentagon? 5 minus 2 into 180 means 540. Angle sum property, apply the angle sum property, and you can get value of x. Okay, here it is clear to you that all sides are equal. It is a regular pentagon, because here it is mentioned in the figure, these lines represents equal sides and equal angles, and in a regular polygon we have all angles equal. So let one angle x and all angles are x, so x plus x plus x plus x, 5x equal to 540, x equal to 108. You can apply the angle sum property and get the angle of value of x. In second, find x plus y plus z. Student, you observe that in the given figure, x, y and z all are exterior angle, and sum of exterior angle of a polygon always 360. But here we can't apply the exterior angle property, we apply interior angle property and find out the value of x plus y plus z. So let first start that we get x. The adjacent angle of x is 90 degree, means A, and we know that PAB is a line. Here it is mentioned that PAB is a line. So angle PAR plus angle BAC equal to 180, linear pair. So it is 90, so it also 90, means here okay, if this angle x and this is 90. What is the value of x? 90, because linear pair, it is a linear pair. Okay, x equal to 90 degree by linear pair. You can get here x equal to 90. Similarly, for z, 30 plus z must be 180. So z equal to 180 minus 30 equal to 150. Then for angle 1, you can apply angle sum property of triangle. 90 plus 30, 120. So 180 minus 120 equal to 60 degree. You can get angle 1 equal to 60 degree. Here it is 90, it is 30. Okay, it is 30. So what is the value of this? Because A, B, C is a triangle, and 90 plus 30 equal to 120, and sum of angles of a triangle must be 180. So 180 minus 120, it is 60 degree. Okay, the angle 1 equal to 60 degree. Then angle 1 plus y must be 180, because it is a linear pair. So y equal to 180 minus 60, 120, and hence you can get angle x plus y plus z. 90 plus 120 plus 150 equal to 360. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Observe the solution and try to solve. Then in second part, find x plus y plus z plus w. Okay, here it is a quadrilateral, and x, y, z and w are exterior angle of a quadrilateral, and you know that sum of exterior angle will be 360 degree. But here you can apply an interior angle sum property. So first, if you want to find out angle x, what is value of x? 120 plus x equal to 180. So x will be 60 degree. You can get angle x equal to 60. What is the value of y? 80 plus y equal to 180, means y equal to 100 degree. Then what is value of z? 60 plus 60 plus z equal to 180. You can get 120. And what is the value of w? Because w plus 1, both angles are unknown. So you will find first angle 1. So 120 plus 80 plus 60 plus angle 1 will be 360, because it is interior angle of a quadrilateral. Okay, so you get angle 1 equal to 100 degree. Here the mention that given angle PABZ, BAD, here are the values of given angles. Now ABCD has 4 sides, so it is a quadrilateral, and we know that sum of angle of a quadrilateral equal to 360. Angle VAD plus angle ABC plus angle BCD plus angle DAC, means angle sum property of a quadrilateral, equal to 360. You apply angle A equal to 60 plus angle B1 plus angle C 120 plus angle D 80, and you get 360. Angle 1 equal to 100 degree. Then find value of angle x, 60. I already discussed it. 120 plus x equal to 180, linear pair. So x will be 60, y will be 100, w equal to z 80 degree, and z equal to, what is the value of z? 120 degree. And hence you can get x plus y plus z plus w equal to 60 plus 100 plus 120 plus 80, 360 degree. Is done? Attention here. You have to find first interior angle, unknown interior angle, angle 1, by using angle sum property. Then find exterior angle x, y, z and w by applying linear pair property. And you get x plus y, x, y, z and w individually. Then you can add the angles x plus y plus w plus z, and you get 360 degree. Okay. Thank you very much. Observe these solutions and try to solve yourself. Thank you.